I will rule these lands.
Signal the advance and follow me, boys!
Hello and welcome to our first feature spotlight for Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition. In the last few weeks since the game's reveal, we've given you a rundown of what you'll find in this reimagined classic via the game overview and answered your questions in the community Q&A hosted by yours truly. Now it's time to get to the nitty-gritty of things, those all-important details of the amazing new features you can expect from Crusader DE. This time, we'll be checking out the 4 new AI opponents who will be joining the original roster of 16 lords found in Crusader HD. That's a total of 20 AI lords you can skirmish with. Talk about a party. But who are these new lords? Let's find out. To begin, we start with the Kaheen, because to be honest, we all know you're very excited about this new AI opponent. No judgment here, you do you. As described by our design team, the Kaheen is a cold and ruthless priestess of a desert sect. Her mission is to preserve the sanctity of the desert and to kill all those who would violate it. She is single-minded, cruel, and probably by now quite mad. I can smell the fanfics already. As for her playstyle, she ranks medium on the difficulty scale. Being a Bedouin-based AI, she loves to use eunuchs and heavy camels. She'll approach the game with a more balanced strategy, setting up devious defenses to protect her lands before sending out attacks. So if you plan on attacking her, especially mid to late game, do what everyone else does and spam spearmen as sacrifices to find all those killing pits. Man, those guys have it bad.
You're in charge!
The Kaheen is a perfect addition to Crusader for those mid to casual players who are more into free build and less into 1v7 skirmish matches. She can be a challenge but isn't too hard to besiege, unlike our next character. Next up, we have the Sentinel, who, as we've discussed in our community Q&A, is actually the knight from the main menu in the original Crusader. Where the Kaheen is a Bedouin parade of gothic madness, the Sentinel is a straightforward, no-nonsense Crusader. Described as a mysterious Templar, some question if he's even human. Others talk of his long posts in the desert slowly robbing him of all compassion, leaving him a husk of a man fit only to guard his castle. Ranking medium to high on our difficulty scale, he favours a good variety of units, employing the crippling crossbowmen, marauding macemen, as well as the brand new demolishers. This makes him harder to counter than other AI opponents. His castle design is elaborate, a solid layout based on the Templar's cross, utilising devastating siege engines atop his square towers. But to leave the Sentinel brooding in his castle is a surefire way to face a testing adversary in the late game.
Sound the march!
Up next, we have the Nomad, one of our favourites here at Firefly. This confident Bedouin warrior is all about the lands he calls his home, so invaders, be wary. Taking after his namesake, he is warm and welcoming to anyone who would embrace the desert sands, yet quick to ferocity against people who would claim them in the name of some faraway power. He's one of the weaker AI opponents, as his battle tactics and castle design seemingly take after his respectable lifestyle. He employs camel lancers and skirmishers to battle in his ranks, favouring to rush his opponents and catch them before they can cower behind stone walls. While the Kaheen and Sentinel provide longer bouts of battling for you as a player, the Nomad is a great new option for those who are looking for a rapid and relentless skirmish match where you'll be facing attacks within a few minutes.
My camels will ride!
For you long-standing Stronghold fans, you might know our final new adversary from her kinship, as she stands proudly as the niece to my guy, the absolute rock, Sir Longarm.
Off we go! It's siege time!
Wage and war runs in the family. It's just what we do.
The jewel first appeared in Stronghold Definitive Edition, and while she was captive during that time, don't be fooled. She's a veritable force of nature, as comfortable charging into battle on a warhorse as any storied knight. Considering her family ties to the stalwart veteran that is Sir Longarm, you can expect a challenge from the duel. Ranking high on our difficulty scale, she favours tanky knights and swordsmen to populate her practically designed castles with strong walls and tall towers. She's impatient, and trust me, you'll know it soon enough when playing against her, as she builds only what is needed before sending out massive attacks in strength. She's a great addition for those more experienced Stronghold players who are looking for an AI opponent to really test their mettle with a bunch of dudes in metal. Get it? Because the play... Never mind. Lastly, while we're excited to share these new lords and ladies with you, we would be remiss not to mention our original 16 AI opponents. As you can see on the screen right now, all your beloved Crusader characters will be returning for your skirmishing pleasure at release. And if you've watched our recent art and animation deep dive, you'll know that they'll come with remastered menu portraits to help bring them to life in 2025. We've also addressed some bugs and quality of life changes to their AI, as we know there's been some issues with their castle building and layout from the original release. We're happy to announce we fixed several AI castle building issues, such as From the Snake and King Philip II, also on specific scenarios like Mission 27, and we're working to find and fix more between now and release. Other than this, we're sprucing up the taunt system with new UI and implementing anti-spam taunt controls. As we know, sending insulting missives was a key feature for many multiplayer matches, and you can send them to your friends as well as your enemies.
Knave!
However, we know that these original AI opponents have lived long in players' memories, so while we're polishing them for a new release, we're making sure not to disrupt the original formula. And that brings us to the end of our first feature spotlight. But before we wrap things up, we wanted to give our massive appreciation and thanks to everyone who wishlisted Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition on Steam. We are now at a massive 150,000 wishlists, which is huge, not only for the game, but for the series as a whole. So from everyone here at Firefly Studios, thank you for the support. And of course, if you haven't already, head to the Steam store page linked in the pinned comment below to wishlist the game. This is just the first of 3 spotlights. The other 2 will be focused on the new units and gameplay improvements we're adding to Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to be the first to get notified when we upload the next one. See you next time!